The drive and talent of women in this room are fundamental to this world-leading profession, which contributes £25 billion a year to our economy. And what drives the international reputation of law in this country is the sheer intellect and talent of those who work in it. The profession is constantly evolving and innovating, so the law evolves, driven by vision and conviction of brave individuals who have dared to challenge the status quo. Women like Gwyneth Beth, whose repeated attempts to qualify led to the Sex Disqualification Removal Act almost 100 years ago. Or Lady Hale, who played a major role in the introduction of the Family Law Act, 1996, landmark legislation on how we prosecute domestic violence cases. And Dame Linda Dobbs, our first black High Court judge and a tireless champion of diversity. If English law is to continue to evolve, innovate and lead the world, we need to make use of all of our talents. This is not diversity for diversity's sake. It's about talent for talent's sake. And I want to work with you to build a legal system which draws from all talents and represents the great vitality and diversity of modern Britain. And that will take a change in approach. We cannot wait for change. We must work together to make things happen. And to force the pace of change, we've got to tackle both the practical barriers and the mindset that can sometimes stop talent from breaking through. We need more firms like Obelisk Support, which was set up by former Linklaters lawyer Dana Dennis Smith, to match the highly qualified pool that we have of largely female ex-city legal talent with clients looking for part-time and flexible legal advice. Obelisk is successfully challenging the old-fashioned culture of the jacket being left on the chair presenteeism. Dana's approach of flexible outsourcing means that success is measured by results, not by the hours spent working in the office. And I think that's a real boost for all working parents. I want to see more women and ethnic minorities taking silk. And I want to see more flexible practices. And I'm working with the Bar Council on that to take action. Currently, only 13% of our QCs are women and 5% are BME. Both rates have been stagnant for 5 years. I also want to see more women and ethnic minorities at senior levels in law firms. I've had positive meetings with the Magic Circle, the Silver Circle and the Law Society about how we can widen the talent pool to people from all walks of life. But most of all, I want to see more women and ethnic minorities in the judiciary, particularly the senior judiciary. This week's events show the importance of the judiciary in our constitution and our free society. Our independent judiciary is vital. From the Supreme Court down, we are unrivaled around the world in having judges who are independent, impartial and incorruptible. I can think of no higher calling than joining the judiciary. And today I'm going to be announcing a series of measures to encourage experienced lawyers from all fields to heed that call. Because the abilities that are needed to be a judge are legal knowledge, integrity, intellect and drive. It's not about how many hours you put in on the circuit or spent in the courtroom. It shouldn't matter if you practiced in a barrister's chambers in Leeds or the government legal service in London, whether you're a recorder in Bristol or a general counsel working for a company. What matters is talent. And in particular, I want to see more solicitors welcomed into the senior levels of the judiciary. It's right that we make the most of all the talents at the bar and in the solicitor's profession. And I know from my discussions with Lord Kakar, the new chairman of the Judicial Appointments Commission, that he feels the same. So what we're going to be doing is changing the selection process to make sure the wider merits of all candidates are recognised from the outset, ensuring that talent and ability trump box ticking. We're going to be bringing forward 4 specific proposals. First of all, in the next recorder competition, which is expected to launch in February 2017, we're going to appoint judges from the top 100 talent. No longer will they be required to have specific experience in any particular type of law, be it crime, family or civil. And nor does it matter where they live. as applicants will no longer be bound by specific location. We will simply be looking for the 100 best applicants from across England and Wales. We're also going to make it easier for our top talents to go straight into the High Court. The next recruitment campaign, which takes place early in the new year, will be for the first time open the door to a wider pool of direct entry candidates. Individuals who, while exceptionally talented, have not had previous judicial experience. These could be academics, in-house counsel, or perhaps magic circle solicitors who spend more time in boardrooms than courtrooms. I also want to do more for the Deputy High Court bench, highly valued individuals from the legal sector who sit part-time in the High Court. They're a vital source of talent for the senior judiciary, and I want to make it easier for the best of them who wish to seek promotion to make quicker progress. That's why I've agreed with the Senior Judiciary and the Judicial Appointments Commission that a new fast-track process will let them apply for full High Court office as soon as they are ready. And this process will be launched by the end of the year. The process of selection will be more straightforward. While merit and ability must always be paramount, experience as a Deputy High Court judge will carry far greater weight than at present. And I also want to talk about potential. I've already explained that we will always select our judges on the basis of merit. However, I feel, and I know the Lord Chief Justice and Lord Kakar agree, that the assessment of merit needs to include an assessment of potential. I think that future recruitment campaigns should make it clear to all candidates that their potential counts. You shouldn't be put off just because your career so far hasn't taken you into a courtroom, because we will offer training and support where that is necessary. What matters should be your potential to preside as a judge in court, to develop your judge craft. We already have the best judges in the world. The reputation of our judiciary is unrivaled. It is this that has helped establish this country as a global legal forum. And it's crucial that we nurture the next generation of talent by making the judiciary even more open and diverse. So what I'm saying to all the people here today, and I hope more from beyond this room, that if you have the skills and the drive and the talent to reach the top of your profession, we are here to help you. We want the best and the brightest from every background. And you will be the legal pioneers of the 21st century, breaking down barriers and breaking new ground in an ever-evolving but always exceptional profession.